it can go to the public domain as an elected representative. I should reflect the opinion of the Naga people, and I should also appreciate the opinion of the Naga people. As you all know and well aware of who I am and how I came along, my only repetition is most of you are aware that my prime life was in the Congress, and I served the Congress party nearly about 30 years. I was also the longest district Congress committee president in the state. Besides, other organizational boss. I know that international account is fairly well. And I don't deny that I was ex-con. For that matter, perhaps most of our 60 members in the present house are ex-congressmen. Today in the parliamentary election, the Bharatiya Janata Party was and is being attacked from various quarters. In fact, this parliamentary election in Nagaland is NTPP as an entity and International Congress. They are the two political parties who are contesting. BJP is not contesting. But the NTPP candidate happened to be our consensus and a great principle, a great candidate rather. Before I joined the BJP party, the BJP and NTPP being a People Alliance, they have set up Ms. Pangnon Kungyak as the consensus candidate from BJP to represent the Naga people in Rajya Sabha. And the voters this time round, it was a turn of NTPP to set up their own candidate for the Lok Sabha. And they have among themselves chosen Dr. Champion Mori as their official candidate. And their decision was conveyed to BJP party, which the BJP party has fully accepted and endorsed. So Dr. Champion became our consensus candidate. Second step, the Chief Minister and his leadership have taken the opinion of all the 60 MLAs of the House, political party as well as the individual capacities. They have also fully approved and endorsed the candidature of NDPP candidate Dr. Champion Mori. The people of Nagaland, especially in the press as well as in the social media, as some element of even the church organization, started targeting on the BJP party in the state, which I feel somewhat uncomfortable because some of this opinion were untenable, nor to the reality, nor in conformity to the reality, rather. So here we are meeting to clarify some of the points I have in my mind. And I thought that Naga people deserve to know. What is the BJP party mean to Naga people? And why Dr. Champion, the NDPP candidate, should represent the Nagas? Those are the two areas I wanted to share. Over the years, especially during the last 5-6 years, we were going through the incidents of religious atrocities across the country. But when we check back the fact of the situation, most of these incidents were not the fact, but rather manufactured elsewhere. Christians population in India is macroscopically small while comparing with other religious communities. Ours is only 32%, I think, of the total population. Whereas the Hindu population, they are saying that it is about 80%. Whereas we have a Constitution of India where freedom of religion is enshrined as a fundamental law. But such a huge population, maybe the biggest population in the world, except China, our northeast states, mostly Christian, but in the mainland India, the Christian population is very, very negligible. Percentage is also very insignificant. So supposing in your village, it's a Christian village, 1 or 2% converting into Hinduism, naturally you feel uncomfortable with the vast majority of your village. And yet, you have a guarantee that there should be equality and freedom of religion. I do admit that there are instances of such incidents across the nation, but not necessarily all these newspaper and social media reports are factual. That is one. I'm also a Christian, as good as all of you. I should be defending my own faith. But again, as a Christian, I have to speak out the truth. My religion takes precedence over my political affiliation, that you all know. Therefore, I should defend my faith. That is my belief. But I'm not the one, nor you are not the one, to believe or to accept everything as a gospel truth. No. You have to check back with the facts and whether there are proven evidence. Only then you take a decision. So I claim that all these reports in the social media or in public domain are not to the facts. There is a rather religious tolerance. The other day, the BJP government in Assam, they have enacted certain law mentioning this witchcraft, and then the magical healing in this and that. We discussed in our parliamentary meeting. We brought into the assembly that we have a constitution and you should not encroach nor infringe the constitutional provisions. There are Christians in Assam also, and they have a right to their faith, and that way we pass our resolution in the assembly. Whereas in our Christian faith, healing is one of our instruments. That is what Jesus has taught us when he was here in earth. So, in Christian faith, healing is one of our important elements. There is nothing wrong, but it is good. As we say. Therefore, we have passed that resolution in the House. As a Christian dominated state, and as a Christian, 100% of the 60 MLAs are Christian. We are aware of our own responsibility, and therefore, where significant constitutional infringements are being committed, we used to make our presence feel that this is not correct. So we're doing like that. In this election, so many concocted stories are being inflicted on the Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, that's all right. Only that we too have a answer to all this such unfounded allegation against us. We do have an answer, we do have a reason to defend. Then how about the Congress Party in action? They should not forget. Because memories are still afresh in our mind. What Congress government has done to the Naga people during 1950s, 60s, even to the 70s. I am constrained to remind myself and post down to my memory lane. In Jessica. It was Congress government, it was Congress leadership, and it was a congressman, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who said that even if all the rivers run into blood by Naga blood, I don't care. I got it even in the assembly and in 21. No, 20. Nehru's arrogant stand has caused the Naga people very, very teary. Even if you want me to forget it, I could not forget it. It is still fresh in my mind. All these atrocities committed on the Naga people during 50s and 60s and 70s were done squarely by the Congress government. Congress government means Congress party. They are the one who committed all such unbelievable, untold stories on the Naga people. Our church in the urban areas and in the rural areas were turned into military concentration camp, where all these atrocious actions, criminal actions, were committed, inflicted against the Naga populace. I have seen by my own naked eye. I have come across in person when Nehru ordered military action against the Naga people in the 1950s, mid-1956. Asking the military people to go to the extent possible so that Naga populations were totally annihilated. The chief of the army staff who confided to Nehru, "Sir, Mr. Prime Minister, this is not a military conflict. Gun will not solve the Naga issue. It is a political problem. It has to be handled politically." I know what Nehru Rastamji, very well when even it is a Chesh Hatan, you are a close associate of Jawaharlal Nehru. They all advised Nehru that gun will not solve the problem. That's how Nehru changed his posture towards the Naga issue. When Zabu Bizo called Naga village chiefs convention here in Kohima town in 1951, the delegates' turn-up has shocked Nehru and its intelligent community. It was more than 2,200 something. they themselves decided unto themselves that a plebiscite is essentially required to conduct. For Naga independence. It's a long story. Anyway, to cut short. At that time, there was no route except his Sumukitima to Timo Oklahoma. There was no route. Ang kami Zabu Bizo, he walked, lane and prayed up the Naga villages. Walk by walking. By walking. He could enter his foot to each and every villages. And such a huge crowd came by foot to Kohima. And they have purposely and intentionally decided that a plebiscite is essentially required. So we'll go for plebiscite. The intelligent community, at that time it was only a deputy director posted in Shillong. He was here in Kohima. He himself got shocked that Bizo could organize such a huge public meeting at that point of time. He accordingly reported to Chola Nehru. They have to organize suppressing that crowd so that Zabu Bizo's idea of plebiscite should be suppressed. That's how Naga People Commission got started. It's also a long story. Anyway, Kamla India, the Congress regime, the Congress party organized the Naga People Convention in the name of Naga people. We have said, Dakota plane will come to the convention place, drop ration to the conventions. Liquor was overflowing, which we have never seen. Then the Naga People Convention could be organized 3 times. One in Kohima, another in Mogoksong, another in Ongma village, and another one in Mogoksong. With the patronage and indulgence of the government, the Congress government. The 16-point memorandum was also drafted by them. Original draft. Mr. Todd was there. Yes, he's in Malik, and then the Mr. Todd is Mr. One of them written into memoirs. What had happened? In lieu of the Naga independence, Nehru wanted to give it to statehood. Naga freedom movement was suppressed. They thought it was suppressed, even though they could not suppress. The intention of the Congress government, the philosophy, the political wisdom of the Congress party became revealed. Which party has turned Naga Church into a military concentration camp? Congress party? International Congress? And what today they are talking. Here in their manifesto, I got it from somebody. They wanted to amend suitably Article 15 and 16 of the Constitution of India. They wanted to approve the activities of the LGBTQIA. What is that? A long one. They wanted to approve it. It is still in the best of all. It is still in the best of. Congress party wanted to go in for Naga people homosexuality. In Nagaland, which is a Christian dominated state. 99% of the population are Christian. Let us go to Holy Bible also. Romans chapter 1. You start from verse 21 to 32. Especially you go through 32. Verse 32. Saint Paul, Apostle Paul, was commissioned by Jesus Christ specifically for us, Gentiles, to the Jews. We are Gentiles. The New Testament was actually the framework of Saint Apostle Paul. We believe in it. Word of God came through him to us. After committing unimaginable atrocities, criminal atrocities against the Naga people for more than 2 decades, they are also aware that Nagaland is a Christian state. They wanted to encourage homosexuality against the tenets of the Holy Bible. Here BJP stands. We don't interfere in other religions. I got elected 5 times consecutively. From 2003 to 2023, I was a member of the House, and I'm still a member of the House. All the 60 members are Christians. We defend in our faith. The Bharatiya Janata Party never asked us to convert our church into army camp. No, never. Without telling us, Congress Party has already done in Nagaland, including my own village, Mountain. I have seen by my own eyes. My parents were tortured in our church. My church building, village church building, there most of our parents were tortured, blindfolded, kept inside the church, sacrilege against the tenets of the Holy Church was committed by these people. No other than the Congress Party in its crime. And what they are talking today. NTPP party is also a born-again Christian party. They have nominated Dr. Champion Mori as their own candidate. Where we have intolerance. And we are supporting. If he will be elected, no doubt, there is no doubt. BJP government, Narendra Modi will become the Prime Minister again. Champion Mori will represent Naga people in Lok Sabha. That is 100% sure, 100% sure. If we talk too much, we are bringing trouble only for us, but nobody else. By amending Article 15 and 16 of the Constitution of India, Congress Party wanted to encourage us for homosexuality. What is this? BJP is against it. We are against it. We shall never do it. This is the message I wanted to convey to all people through your court officers. I'm sure through your court officers, my message and the BJP party will go down so that it will be good tidings for our state and also for the BJP party. That is one aspect. Another aspect of which I wanted to share with you is we need to have a harmonious relationship with the political party which is governing the nation. Naga people and then the state of Nagaland, ours is not a producing state. We are rather in the category of consumerism. And therefore we need to have a emotional relationship, not only political. And therefore to keep the union government in good book of people, and then the arms should be kept in the good book so that mutual benefit should derive out of our political understanding in its dynamics. That way I wanted to convey my message. Thank you very much.